FaZe Clan seem to be in a bit of crisis at the moment as they are going for a huge rebrand and completely dumping everything that they had in order to rebrand themselves as something completely different. Now you're probably wondering, who are FaZe Clan? If you don't know, FaZe Clan, or simply FaZe, is a professional esports and entertainment organisation headquarters in LA in the US. Founded on the 30th of May back in 2010 as FaZe Sniping, the organisation had players from around the world across multiple games, including all of the ones listed here, but obviously Call of Duty was the biggest one because they had all of the sniping montages, the 360 no-scopes, baby. It was a wild time. You had to be there. But in 2020, the organisation expanded into the Asian market, acquiring Thai PUBG Mobile and EAFC roster. And in October of 2023, an agreement was announced with FaZe Clan's parent company, FaZe Holdings, to be acquired by GameSquare in an all-stock deal. Now, that's important for later on. But FaZe Clan are by far one of the biggest, most well-known clans or groups, gaming groups, probably in the world. Okay, because of their sniping montage days back in the 2010s, back during Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops, during those times, because they were absolutely friggin' enormous. Alright, they were just everywhere. You couldn't turn without seeing someone's gamer tag having FaZe written in it, even if they weren't part of the FaZe Clan. Everyone wanted to be in it. It was amazing. But recently, it seems that the nostalgia and the love for FaZe has kind of faded away, and they've gone heavy on a brand new rebrand, even going as far as to dump some of their creators. So the Game Over FaZe Clan shares a puzzling reboot post as members blast Gamer Group for kicking them off the roster in a disgraceful move. Alright, so it's come with a bit of controversy. Now, FaZe posted this to their Twitter page and across their social medias. It just said an error has occurred to continue, press enter or return to 2010, which obviously is a pivotal day because that was the year that they were essentially born. And then there was loads of obviously we've got all the FaZe members here, but there are 2, 3, 4 loading pages. All right, and this is where the things started to get a bit interesting because people are like, whoa, we're getting new FaZe members, awesome. Well, it seemed awesome on the surface. That wasn't until that we learned that, well, from some creators coming forward to say they were basically booted off of the roster. Just completely booted to make way for these new creators and this new direction that the FaZe Clan seem to be going in. So one of these people is
hey guys, sorry,
Kaylee. Alright, so Kaylee, she posted this. So she was FaZe Kaylee, basically, and she was booted after she got announced this on her stream. Take a little listen.
I'm on a call. I got off a call, and I got kicked from FaZe. I'm going to make a YouTube video because it is not all love. So, I'm ending. I will make a video. And then I'll be live after my video for any other questions for anyone that has it. All I'm going to say here, and I'll probably go into more depth of it into my YouTube video, is it's really weird trying to help a team out when they don't want help. It's really hard to be a content creator who had so much love and passion for this team and didn't get a dime from them, and still got handed to a shit end to them at the end of the day. And it's very unfortunate that they are doing this hours before the actual announcement for their new roster. So, I wish them the best of luck.
So, as you can hear from that, it's not all love. It didn't end very nicely, basically. And it was very, very messy. And like she said, people got booted hours before the new roster was announced. And even FaZe Adapt, who was also a part of FaZe, posted, didn't get a dime from them, quoting Kaylee there, saying, join the fucking club. Where's the girl at from Stranger Things? Basically insinuating that he too did not get a single dime off of the FaZe Clan. Alright, And then there were more creators that were also leaving the FaZe Clan. So FaZe Rain, one of the bigger kind of creators on the FaZe roster, posted this to his Twitter page stating, "Hey, so obviously I've left FaZe because contrary to popular belief, 51% of the company is still corporately owned. I can't get burnt again, sorry. There's so many people involved in that team that are strictly there for money and attention. I was there for what FaZe stood for and the community that I was a part of at one point, and the brotherhood that came with it. I also try not to bring up the past and live in the present, but I paved the way for a lot of you. I will forever be FaZe Rain. Fuck you, Seabass." Alright? So, again, very scolding way to kind of bow out from basically, you know, the one of the biggest creator groups going. One of the biggest esports teams going. And, you know, he literally no love whatsoever for it. Just basically a huge middle finger to the FaZe Clan and just being like, see you later. But it goes a bit further because Aiden Ross spoke to FaZe Banks and he explained why he kicked FaZe Blaze and what's the future for FaZe. Alright, so in case you don't know who FaZe Banks is, he is kind of one of the OGs. He's like one of the top dogs when it comes to the FaZe Clan. So let's take a little listen to this.
This chat's fucking weird. Why are you smiling about that?
Because it's funny.
No, it's not. FaZe Aiden,
listen, like, if you want to sit and talk big boy business moves, this shit's gonna be a fucking movie, and I plan to make everybody who thought they caught a bag and caught a lick on your boy look like a fucking retard and feel dumb. Because we're taking this back.
Yeah.
And we're running it the fuck up, and your boy's got plans.
True.
And I've proven myself to be at least halfway of a smart kid and knowing my way around the internet, and you know what I mean? It's just like, and again, if someone's gonna fuck it up, if it's gonna fail, it's gonna be me and my boys that I started this shit with. Facts.
How did you pick on who to choose and who to keep? That's actually what I want to know.
It's just so FaZe is at its best when it was at its peak when it was the homies fucking around, working off each other, bouncing off each other, watching each other's videos, being involved in each other's shit, like just fucking with each other, bro. Like it starts there. You know how your dynamic is with your boys. Like,
yeah.
You don't have the same dynamic when you stream with the average fucking whatever clouded streamer versus like Cheezer and fucking, you know what I mean?
Those other motherfuckers.
The sweatshirt kid.
Sweater god. Yeah, dude, one day, I swear we were going to do FaZe SSB, and they were too lazy.
Bro, I was on the same flight as Sweater on the way to Miami.
You were?
It was so good dapping him up. I had like my hood up and glasses on and shit. He was so psyched out I caught him off guard. I said some crazy shit to him.
Nah, it's funny. How do we go about okay, so guys, like one or two more questions. Nothing stupid. I'm excited because he's gonna keep doing. You're basically come back to the internet full time. Like you're gonna be really involved. So
this is the first time you've seen me really active.
You're active for real. No, you
are.
are.
Time we lived together, I was still on like don't talk to me mode, yada yada. I'd still be on that, but this FaZe shit, like we need to do something, man. We're doing something. I probably sound a fucking freak. I haven't slept in 2 days. I've been fucking obviously like super busy today.
They want to know. FaZe Rain. What's going on with Norden?
I talked to Norden today for 3 hours on the phone, bro.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I don't want to like say too much because we really just talked as brothers. But that's what I'll say is like that. At the end of the day, bro, that's my brother. Like,
yeah.
And there's exactly, two other people besides us who care about FaZe on the level that we care about it. And it's
now obviously compared to the way his explanation of how he talked on the phone is very stark contrast to how it was explained by FaZe Rain in his tweet. He's saying it was all love and he's talking to him from as a brother. Whereas FaZe Rain in his tweet was like, this is not love. There is no love here. So it's stark contrasts.
It's Tommy and Apex, you know what I'm saying? Like,
of course.
The bond that I have with these kids is on a whole different level. We're all legends in our own right. These kids are just as much responsible as I am for fucking any sort of success FaZe has. And like they all got equally as fucked as we did. You know what I'm saying?
Makes sense.
I'm telling you, what these people did to us was so beyond just like stealing from us. Like they turned us against each other and
Yeah.
and led us down the wrong paths and let us make mistakes that we didn't have to make. You know what I mean? Like trip up on you, at no point did these people teach us how to do fucking taxes or anything about a contract or anything, bro. Like it was so fucked up. I've been saying this is gonna be a movie. It's gonna be a fucking.
No, I'm
movie.
excited, bro, because I saw everything. I know it's gonna happen. I'm excited.
Insane.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Is something happening tomorrow?
I hope so. To be honest with you, we were gonna let this shit cool down because again, like, I honestly didn't
don't.
even. Can we all just take a moment to realize and recognize and just like study the fact that what happened today happened? Like FaZe low-key owned Twitter today. Like it's
You
all
did.
everybody's been talking about. People are super engaged with it, whether their opinion's negative or positive. Clearly, FaZe has some fucking weight. Clearly, people give a fuck about FaZe. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Now, I'm going to stop it there because the next part of this interview just kind of leans into, like, basically blowing smoke up their own asses a little bit. It was just a bit weird. But it was controversial, to say the least. Like, yes, it did blow up the internet. Did it blow it up for the right reason? Sort of, but not necessarily. In places, it was a bit messy. But there were some huge names being touted as potential FaZe Clan members. And they didn't turn out to be true. But the internet ran wild. So far, it hasn't been confirmed to be true anyway. One person was Kai Cenat, who was apparently to sign a 5-year deal worth 40 million. Now, there is no evidence to confirm that that's true. And the other person was obviously Aiden Ross, who, we've already kind of spoken about that, but he was another person who was supposed to be kind of coming into the fold over at FaZe. And if that was to be true, you can obviously see the direction that FaZe is going in, because they want to lean it in a direction where it's the popular Twitch and Kick and, whatever streamers at the time to kind of make themselves relevant again and then kind of build off of that. But FaZe obviously fell off hard, and I mean hard. Like, the valuations of FaZe at the moment is at its lowest ever. And long story short, back in 29th of July 2022, actually no, the 31st of August 2022, as you can see, the stock value of FaZe was at $1.38 billion. It was enormous. And then they started to fall off, stayed at around, in September, 1 billion, and then plummeted hard, alright? So hard that the company is now only really valued at 14.1 million as of the 30th of April 2024, okay? That's the valuation of FaZe right now. And you can see, from the year 2022 to 2023, they dropped off by 89.6%. Now, coming into 2024, they have jumped up a little bit by 1.25%. So the values are on the up, they're in the green, but they dropped off hard back in 2023. Okay? And this came at around the same time that the FaZe Clan was bought by GameSquare for $17 million. After they were valued themselves at $725 million. Now you're probably thinking, whoa, like that's steep. Those numbers don't even compare, and they absolutely don't. So currently, the FaZe shares are worth less than 20 cents after trading more than $24 in September 2022. All right. So, gaming analytics and esports brand company GameSquare, which has Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones as one of its main investors, is reportedly acquiring the Beleaguered gaming influencer company FaZe Clan. According to Bloomberg report, the all-stock deal is worth around $17 million, a significant decline from the company's $725 million valuation at the time of its special purpose acquisition company merger in July 2022, a figure significantly less than $1 billion figure that was suggested a year before. At the time of writing, FaZe shares are worth less than 20 cents after trading at more than $24 each in September of 2022, and the FaZe investors will receive around 0.14% of GameSquare shares for every FaZe share that they have, according to the Bloomberg report. Alright? So, long story short, under the expected agreement, GameSquare shareholders will own 55% of the merged company by the fourth quarter of this year, with GameSquare also having a net loss of $8.45 million on the sale of the $19.2 million on the first half of 2023 in a different year of for esports. So, basically, FaZe were bought by GameSquare, and they had the majority shares, which meant that they practically owned FaZe and made the majority decisions because they were the majority shareholder. Therefore, everything they said pretty much went, and it was ropey. They dropped off so hard, and as you heard there from FaZe Banks, they were taking down routes that they weren't happy with, and basically they completely flushed FaZe down the toilet, and it became this whole thing of they're just not those guys anymore. They were those guys without a doubt, but they're not anymore. But there was also other talks from FaZe Clan founders like FaZe Temper, who explained why FaZe is moving on from just trick shotting. Alright, so here's what he had to say.
And if we don't change the vision, if we stay the same, we're not going to go anywhere. And that's why all these cuts have happened. That's why all these people had to go. We don't have many more shots at building FaZe anymore. We have one last shot. This is the last opportunity. You know, our backs are against the wall. This is the last shot we have at this, you know? And so we got to do what's right for the brand. We got to protect the brand at all costs. We got to prioritize the brand instead of people's emotions, instead of people's... We can't just keep people because they want to be a part of FaZe when they're not doing anything for the brand. You know what I mean? It's sucks, but that's a part of life. Making these decisions, having these people cut, is a part of life. It's like you look at a sports organization. When the game changes, you need different players, right? The game has changed completely. We're not in 2010 anymore. We're not in 2012 anymore. We're not in 2016 anymore. It's a different time, and if we were to continue with the same structure that we had back then, we wouldn't last now whatsoever. You know, it's insane. The entire journey of this is incredible. It's been a very wild ride. One day we'll have a documentary about this, and if we don't change the...
So... there it is. He basically goes on to say that it's not 2010 anymore, which it's not. YouTube as a landscape has completely changed. Social media as a landscape has completely changed over the past 14 years since these guys were founded. Back in 2010, trick shot montage videos were the shit. Everyone wanted to be a part of FaZe because if you got on MW2 on Rust and you could hit a drop shot 360 no scope from across the map, you were in FaZe, like, without a doubt. And it was those kind of montages that would rack up millions upon millions of views. And that's what FaZe was built on. Then they leaned into war. When that kind of Call of Duty started phasing out, they edged into Fortnite, they edged into Warzone, they edged into all of these other games. And it never had that same feel about it. And FaZe just kind of went from absolutely the peak of relevance to kind of mediocrity almost. And I think... from a business standpoint, what they're doing makes sense because, you know, yeah, I don't know, man. It's just that they do really have, they can still be huge, but not doing what they're doing is essentially what they're saying. But just to kind of hammer home the point, FaZe Your Rage addressed the people saying that FaZe is changing. All right, so here's what he had to say on his stream.
If FaZe just took the quick scope in and doing all that shit, what happened to FaZe with the roots? Let's be honest. Whatever, how falling off you think FaZe is now, it'd be even worse, my nigga. That shit gets no traction right now. I know it's not all about views, but it's about entertaining your viewers at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And niggas would be saying, if that was the case, damn, FaZe fell the fuck off. They still doing the same old shit. Get with the times, bro. Nobody gives a fuck about no sniping, bro. Yap. And if you don't do that, it's... what the fuck are they doing? They're selling out. Bro, why are they moving into content? Bro, what the fuck? There's no winning. There's no winning. And all those people fucking crying about sniping and shit, I understand. This shit is fun to me. But apparently other people don't fucking think so. Okay? You understand me? And you don't either. Because you're in the comments fucking crying. Yet, when was the last time you watched a fucking quickscope montage? You don't give a fuck about that shit. You're just a crybaby in the comments, my nigga. You don't care. Let's be fucking 100, my nigga. Stop fucking all that crying, nigga. You don't give a fuck about no fucking quick scope montages no more. Now, I want to change that low key, you know what I'm saying? Yo, I ain't gonna lie. These OGs are fucking old, my nigga. Their reaction time is dog shit. Yo, Apex, Adapt, Banks, Jeb, I don't give a fuck who. See me in the quick scopes. I get my FaZe squad, you get your FaZe squad, and what, nigga? What? Fuck. Quick scoping only. Can't see me, nigga. Put you in a pack. Actually, y'all get your FaZe squad. I get my FaZe squad that's signing this week, nigga. 5v5, run it. I don't give a fuck. You losing. But you gotta add like a trash nigga to supplement Max, cause that nigga dog shit. You gotta add a trash nigga on your team to supplement Max, cause Max is the worst gamer of all time, and we just added that nigga to the org. That nigga's dog shit, by the way. Yeah, that's not cap. Max is the worst gamer I've ever seen. He's worse than Castanat. And he's in a gaming org. But we gonna get him right.
So, yeah. I mean, that was a very passionate speech there from FaZe Your Rage, but the point still stands. They are in crisis, and they are basically hitting the fuck it button and trying to do everything that they can to get FaZe back on the map, back on top, and basically make themselves relevant once again, especially after their stocks fell off so hard to the point where they practically dropped by 100%. It's insane. But what do you guys think? Is this new direction for FaZe a good one? Or do you think that FaZe has had its time? It's over. Do you think that they should just kind of leave it and try and maybe build something new? Or do you think FaZe has an opportunity to come back here? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. While you're down there, be sure to jump scare the hell out of that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new, tick on my little bell so you get notified whenever we upload. And until next time, I hope that you have enjoyed. I cannot wait to see you in the next one. And I'll speak to you later. Peace.